This is Tom Grassi, and this is 30 and 30, and you're watching Illogical Canadian.
Well, what the playoffs these have been, huh? A lot of fucking upsets, drama, bullshit, depression, triumph, everything you can possibly think of happened in all in one stage. But now we're only down to two. Whatever happened to the other 14 teams? Well, that's why I'm here. It may not be your Urinating Trees Haters Guide because you're getting it from a more amateur aspect. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Amateur's Guide to the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. Let's begin. 4 games. You lasted 4 games. You couldn't even fucking do anything worth shit, and that's what we get? I mean, I get the only reason you made it was because the Flyers decided to fucking forfeit like they were the French. But that's it? That was all the anticipation? 4 fucking games? Really? It didn't help that Ovechkin looked like a fucking ghost. What the fuck was that? That's pathetic. I'm serious. That's pathetic. And you call yourselves a fucking hockey team? 4 games? I would have at least expected you to get 5, maybe 6, but 4? Oh yeah, you fucking kill me. But in all honesty, you had a lot of problems. Ovechkin was a fucking ghost all series long. Wilson decided to be a fucking dumbass and cheap shot again. Charlie Lundgren did his best, but he can only do so much. You guys are fucked without Darcy Kemper, and that's just a cold hard fact. What the fuck, Washington? What the fuck? This will be an off season for you. So I would make my next move very, very carefully. And I mean that. The end of an era as we know it. Tampa Bay got their dicks kicked in by their younger brother who they've constantly beat in the past. That's how you know the tables have shifted from Central Florida to South Florida. That's how you know this whole thing's gone to hell. When the Florida Panthers are the ones beating the Tampa Bay Lightning in the playoffs. That's how you know we've reached the sixth circle of hell. In Tampa, you got a little bit of a dilemma coming up this off season too. Steven Stamkos is a free agent. And the way that things are looking, the cap is not in your favor, and he's going to be demanding the big bucks. You have to make your choice, and you have to do it soon, because without it, you're left without your longtime captain. But as for the rest of the team, I mean, what more can you really say? Oh yeah, you got Ryan McDonough back after you were eliminated. What do you want, a fucking cookie? Like that's supposed to do anything? You pretty much fucked yourselves into a corner, and right now you are staring down the barrel of a shotgun. The dynasty is over. The window is slammed shut. It's time to rebuild. Something that you may not want to do, but rather something that you are forced to do. To be brutally honest with you, this series honestly didn't even surprise me. The outcome didn't even surprise me. I expected this to happen. I said this was going to happen. And what do you know? It happened. The New York Islanders are pretty much reverting back to their goddamn fisherman days. Because that's how shit they were then. And that's about as shit as they are now. Except of a playoff appearance. I mean, At least you made it. Unlike the Washington Capitals, at least you won a game. You really celebrate that fact? Oh wait, no, you can't because you'll blow that just like you blew a 3-goal lead to the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, you probably just forgot about that. No, 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 no. You blew a fucking 3-goal lead to the Carolina Hurricanes in game 2, and you expect sympathy? No! You're fucked. The first thing I would do is get Lou Lamoriello the fuck out of there. The dude's way past his goddamn expiration date as a GM, and clearly has no desire to do anything worth a damn with the fucking team. I mean, Patrick Waugh's been a good coach, so I would keep him around. But then you have to question your players. What the fuck do you do with your players? Because they couldn't hold a playoff series. What the fuck makes you think they're going to hold on much longer? It's time for a rebuild, Islanders. You're on a sinking ship, and all the fish, they're escaping the island. Look it. There is so much I could say. But what I'm going to say is simply this. This was probably the most entertaining series of the entire fucking playoffs. Yes, I am serious. Why? Think about it. Every goddamn game was high scoring worth shit. Let's put this for a factor for a second. But basically, after game 3, both teams had 28 goals combined in 3 games. If that doesn't tell you how high scoring this goddamn series was, then I don't know what else to tell you. This was a series that was hard fought, hard notch, and high scoring. That's what every hockey fan likes. But Winnipeg, I'm afraid you have a more dire issue at hand. You lost in 5 games, yes, but now the question becomes, what the fuck happens with the team? Because if rumor has it, you're gone in a couple years. Do I want that to happen? No, I don't. Because the Jets fan base does not deserve that again. They lost their team once. They don't want to lose it a second time. And this is an ownership problem. Again. I I don't know what more I could say to you, Winnipeg. Just please, for the love of God, figure it out. The third time's a charm, huh? That would be true and saying if we were in Vegas. But we're not in Vegas. We find ourselves in Los Angeles, a team that for now looks to be organized on paper, but in reality is a much more bigger fucking mess. Let's kind of get a summary of this series real quick. 2022, these two teams faced off in the first round of the playoffs. The Kings lost in 7 games. 2023, these two teams meet in the first round of the playoffs. The Kings lose in 6 games. 2024, these two teams face off in the first round. The Kings lose in 5 games. What's next? 2025, these two teams face off in the playoffs in the first round. The Kings get fucking swapped. Seriously, what the fuck is this choreographed bullshit? This is hockey, not the fucking ballet. Like, what the fuck is this? Look at, and people want Pierre-Luc Dubois out? All fucking ready? He's only a year into the goddamn extension and you want him out? Holy sheep fucking shit. You're more incompetent than I fucking thought. There is not enough beer in the world to freaking try to figure out what the fuck you guys are doing. There really isn't, and I'm not even gonna try. What? What? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I was just falling asleep because, oh my god, was this series fucking boring! Like, what the fuck did you expect? Like, I expected, this series at least be somewhat decent, meh at best, but really? That's what we get? Uninspired hockey from both fucking teams that looked like they were just there for the sake of being there. What's even worse is Vancouver was the goddamn #1 seed in the Pacific. And that's what we get? A goddamn bore fest? Holy shit, it's like these teams didn't even want to play in the first place. Holy fucking Christ. I wish I could defend Nashville for this series, but I can't. Every fucking thing that they've gotten wrong went wrong, and everything that they could have had right, they still got it wrong. What more do you want me to say? This is a fucking failed series. Uninspired fucking hockey. This is probably the worst series I think I've seen in a long goddamn time. I'm gonna need a drink. Well, for what it was, the series was pretty even. About 30 other NHL fan bases are celebrating the fact that, Vegas is out of the playoffs. But you gotta remember, they were facing off against the goddamn regular season Western Conference champs in Dallas. For what it's worth, they kept it really close and they kept the series fun. I'll give them credit for that. The question now becomes, what next? Because Cap Hell is very slowly encroaching, if it hasn't begun to do so already. And you're not looking at too much time at trying to figure out your situation. Like I said, you did good in a series against Dallas, but what more can you do? What more can you really do? I don't know. I don't have a reliable answer right now. It sucks because, that's the thing. But I just, I don't know. I generally speaking, I don't know. That last clip is still giving me PTSD. By the way, I'm literally recording this right after the Toronto segment, and I just even yeah. All I'm gonna say, Vegas, you have it, but you're also right now about to get shafted. Make of that information what you will. Right. Don't ask about the elf exchange. I just came back from my sister's graduation a day after I recorded after the first round. Glad we got that out of the way. Anyway, Carolina. Let's talk about it for a minute. You nearly came back from a 3-0 series deficit, but it just wasn't meant to be. Instead, what we got was uh I don't even know how to explain what we saw. It wasn't even powerful enough to be a hurricane. It was a goddamn tropical storm. You got your ass blasted in the first 3 games and in game 6. Where, everything mattered. The one game that you really needed to hold off on. But no. Instead, you just, you weakened. You weakened as you got on shore, and what do you know? You're now in tropical depression. Because that's what your fans are feeling after that. I mean, say what you want, you're gonna beat the Islanders no matter what, because that was a walk in the park series. But what more can you really say? You got fucking spoofed, and you got no one to blame but yourselves. And also, what the fuck is this about you wanting to trade Jake Gensel for a mid-round pick? You do realize he's good, right? So why not keep him around? Oh, wait, that's right, because you guys have a shitty fucking cap situation right now. Basically rendering you guys to be utterly fucked. Oh, your GM? Yeah, not anymore. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey, get fucked. Seriously, I mean, you are to the basically the Panthers are to you what you are to the Leafs. Basically, they're your fucking boogeyman now, Boston. Whether you want to admit it or not. Last year it was 7. This year was 6. What's next? You're gonna lose in 5 and then 4. What are you guys? The fucking Edmonton Los Angeles series of you two? Except you actually met in the second round this time. Listen, Boston. Listen. You fought valiantly, but Florida has your number. But after game 2 and the whole goddamn chaos that happened, the NHL was like, wait, I don't want you going to be physical. It's soft. It's stupid. I never understood it. But Florida has your fucking number this year. And last year. And probably for many more years to come because you're utterly fucked. Because Martian's not getting any younger. I'm just saying. And you might have to get rid of one of your goaltenders. And your defense is looking a little softer than usual. I'm just saying you might need to figure your shit out now because you are utterly fucked. Fitting. Very, very fitting. So, oh boy. All right, let me try to word this correctly so that way I do not get this wrong. You lost to Dallas with the knockout goal being from a guy that used to play for you. That's fucking textbook. That's just storytelling gold. To be knocked out of the playoffs from one of your old boys. Yeah, that seems about right. Seems like the typical MO for Colorado. Do very well in one round and then completely get fucking dominated the next. Fitting. I wish I knew what to say to you, Colorado, but I don't. You guys have a great team around you, but injuries hampered you to fucking back. But I don't know what more you could do. Because at some point, you need to figure your team out. And by the time you figure it out, it may be too late. But there's still time. There's still time. But it only depends on how you approach it. Man. To think you could have been eliminated in the first overtime, but refereeing's a thing. Just saying it could have been a lot earlier, but the result is the same. Huh. Funny. I would have expected to ride it by now. Just seems eerily calm. I mean, it's not like, it's not like the fact that you guys just completely fucking shit the bed. I'm just saying, I mean, to your own to credit, you did have injury concerns because everyone in your right mother was injured the fucking shit. But uh, I don't I don't know. I wish there was a clear cut answer for this, but I don't think there is. But you, you okay over there, Vancouver? Because you're concerned about everybody in the known public. Like, you're good, okay? You're good. But I swear to God, every goddamn thing you try blows up in your fucking face. You would think it's a prostitute. You would think it's a prostitute. But guess what? It ain't. It's a homeless guy giving you a sloppy head. But this team needs to figure it out. And they need to fucking figure it out fast because this team is fucking. Why can't you that and you fucking blew it? Good fucking job, guys. Good fucking job. I don't know. Go to the next team. Agony, thy name is the Florida Panthers. Specifically, Matthew Tkachuk. The Rangers tried, and boy did they try. And they even tried. And would you look at that? They tried. But it was not enough. For what it was a fun series. I will give them credit for that. Both teams put a fun series, but one had to win. Rangers, you wish this was you, but unfortunately it's not. Instead, what you get to enjoy is a vacation. A vacation full of questions and no answers in the fucking world to help you out. I don't even know what I just said. That's how fucking confusing everything is. So where do you go from here? What's your next step? What's your next direction? What's your next chasm, if you will? Do you replace the coach? Do you replace the GM? Do you trade players? Do you let players walk in free agency? Do you bring some people in that could help out the team? Or do you just completely do fucking nothing, stay the same, and do what you did this year and watch, rinse, repeat? Because I like the Rangers, okay? But they need to make more sense than just that. I guess that's true what they say. The Rats really do infest New York City. Way too fucking many of them. The stars are bright and big at night, deep in the heart of Alberta. You thought I was gonna go with the original, but no, but no. It's kind of like how the Dallas Stars thought they were gonna win this series against Edmonton, but they didn't. Instead, what happened was an actual competitive series. Because for what it's worth, Dallas looked damn good. Oh God, sorry. I was choking a little bit. Just like the Dallas Stars. When it comes to main situations like that, that's what happens. They choke. What's even worse about this? Sorry, that one was real. But you know what is sucky about this? Joe Pavelski retiring. Damn good player who still had probably a couple years in the tank, deciding to call it quits. Good luck out there. But seriously, Dallas, you couldn't finish off the fucking series when you had the chance. Instead, you just fucking fell apart and you just let Edmonton walk right all over you. I don't know about you. That's pretty fucking stupid. But I don't know what to tell you. The stars are bright and big at night, deep in the heart of Alberta. Well, that was interesting. Thank you to the other 14 teams for participating. Please grab the goodie bags and Hennessy on the right on your way out. And Toronto, be sure to not let the door hit your ass on the way out. Maybe someone could slam it right into their ass. It'd be great. But now for the main attraction. Who are the two teams that we're going to see in the Stanley Cup Final this year? Well, I think it's time we bring out our first contestant representing the Eastern Conference. Well, hello, old friend. We meet again. You're back. After last year of how you got defeated in 5 to Vegas, Florida, welcome back. That's right, the Florida Panthers. Again. Because for some reason, they still find a way. And honestly, that's enough. Matthew Tkachuk has been his old self and performing at an elite rate. Alexander Barkov has been a brilliant fucking center, producing points left, right, and fucking center. Sergei Bobrovsky returning to dominant playoff form that he had a few years ago, especially with Columbus in 2018. Yeah, I mean, like this whole Florida team is well rounded as all hell. Hell, even the defense has contributed quite a bit. Most notably, Aaron Ekblad. When you have a well-rounded team, you usually do well. And in this case, you're seeing it firsthand. The Florida Panthers are doing well. They have the right pieces. They have the right players. They have a coach who actually believes in the fucking team instead of being a pushover and caring about statistics up the ass. Instead, we got a good team here. We got a team that's hungry for the cup. This is the third time Florida's made it to the finals and their second consecutive appearance. Let's not remind what happened in 1996 and last year. Because they seem to take those moments of humility, but seemingly they found a way to turn it into a learning opportunity, which is very good and a very good mindset to have if you're the Florida Panthers. But seriously, though, I think they have a legitimate shot. It all comes down to how they play, but there's one team standing in their way. Wait a minute, Edmonton? You? The team that looked like complete dog shit in November? You? You made it here? Well, I'll be fucking damned. You actually did something. You managed to get out of your own fucking way and you actually did something. You told your head coach to fuck off in the middle of the season, bringing Chris Knobloch, who apparently was the spark the team fucking needed. What do you know? Everything's gone fucking perfectly according to plan. Even if it was never the plan in the first place. Let's get the obvious names out of the way that have done well in the playoffs. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, a surprise emergence from Evan Bouchard, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins doing well, Darnell Nurse putting up some solid numbers, Stuart Skinner of all fucking people being a legitimate goaltending talent because that always made sense for some reason, even though it doesn't. Like they have arguably one of the better cores in the league right now. The fact that they're even here, it's a testament to what the fuck could be done. But look at that. You finally gave Connor McDavid his first trip to the Cup Finals. It only took you 9 years to actually do something with him. 9 years. That's all it took. 9 fucking years, and you're only just now getting here. Jesus Christ! And I thought that stretch during the fucking early 2010s was bad. Like, think about it. Taylor Hall, Ryan Nugent Hopkins, Nail Yakupov. Do I need to continue on with the fucking high rate picks? Because it only seems like they just stacked them up and spit out what worked. But Edmonton, let's not remind ourselves. Let's not forget ourselves here. The last time you made the finals was in 2006, where you see the prolapse on the ice in Game 7 and lost to the Carolina Hurricanes. It would have been funny if this were a 2006 rematch, but alas, it's not. But in all honesty, this is just going to be one of those series. And the fun part, we even get a reignition of the Battle of Alberta a little bit. Matthew Tkachuk versus the Edmonton Oilers. This should be fun. You got two teams, Panthers, Oilers. Which one is going to take it all? Well, okay. So let's try to decipher whatever brain cells I have left, and let's try to make a good judgment call here. Florida fans apparently have chanted, "We want Edmonton." And this is why we don't chant, "We want," insert name of city. Because it never goes well. Unless you're the Texas Rangers, but still. Congratulations, Edmonton. You're going to win your first cup since 1990. You'll do it in 6. That is my prediction. And that is all you're fucking getting. Well, how did I do? That's all I could ask. How did I do? Did I miss anything with your team? Did I overstep my boundaries of some spots? Let me know in the comments. But for now, this will be it. Hope you did enjoy the Amateur's Guide. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what you guys would like to see in the future. And if you have not done so already, click the little white button there that says subscribe. Because you definitely should. But until later tonight or tomorrow, depending on when this video comes out, je suis illogique, canadien illogique. Bonne nuit et au revoir.